Don't be a
Anthony mentioned,
tryhard.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Timeless, timeless advice.
Anthony mentioned in the comments that he said the longer the conversation, the more crashes. So turning memory off has helped for him
Yeah,
with that
that
that feature,
probably
and that could be
helps.
part of it. Is that you're
This is
getting really long context without noticing because you got your memory turned on and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's yeah,
But then like that sort of defeats the purpose of a lot of that too,
yeah,
right? It's like
no kidding.
then I have to reprompt it every time. I mean,
You're
this
like
isn't
cutting it off
Sora
at the knees,
too, so
basically.
I'm just like remixing an image over and over. So it might be that, but
Yo,
go ahead, Randall.
hey Russ, what if you create a GPT where you input a few of the images as a source thing and then be like generate a new image
Yeah.
based off of in the style of these images based on
I
whatever suggestion I give you in the response.
I could probably do that, and that's a good idea. There is a slight difference though. So like if you're using Chat GPT, it uses Dolly, which is like
Mm-hmm.
their older image model, and it'll generate
Mm-hmm.
images using that. If you're using like the text-based GPT, Sora is like its own image generation model, and I
Yeah,
guess you
Sora does
can
a better
upload
job.
images into that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have to test both of those and see like what works, but I think that probably would work pretty well because
I
it
thought you
might be
could add
that. It
stuff.
might just
Can
be
you
that
add?
I've remixed the same image so many times that it's just getting like messed up. Um,
Remix. Bow, bow,
yeah.
bow.
Well, you got to figure
Can
it's
you
Ah.
not
add?
also like looking at the like it's scanning the image, getting the text description of it, and then reprompting it with that
Yeah.
text description. So now it's like just getting malformed, like every
Yeah.
iteration, just constantly getting. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because you can add
interesting.
images and files to Sora as well, and
Yeah.
they let
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
I don't know. How much were you paying for Midjourney?
Yeah.
How
I
much
think it was
was
like
it?
20 or 30 bucks a month, something like
Yeah, it's
that.
not that bad
I mean,
but you
for
get like
images,
unlimited
it's
usage,
bad.
right? And it's
yeah,
much
for
better.
images it was worthwhile.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't using it that much. I made
Yeah.
like 12 images and that was all I needed it for. And then I'm like, okay, well, I guess
Yeah.
that's good enough.
That's still pretty good
There
for
really
20 bucks
are
a
a
month.
lot of
Well, I think we're in this phase where I think like too like there's so many things coming out. Eventually, these will get whittled
Cheaper.
down to a few that stay around and cheaper. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like I was thinking about that because I still have my ChatGPT account and I still use it, but I was like, do I really need this anymore?
That's
I
what I
don't
was
know.
thinking, like
Like,
how much do I use it?
yeah.
It's just one of the sort of
But there are times where I still use it a lot for certain things, and it's like, do I
yeah.
want to get rid of it or not? I don't know.
But then it's like I'm paying
but
for Cursor. I could just use Cursor to write text for me. Like it
Yeah,
works as well. I
like
could just prompt whatever in there.
yeah,
you
it has
could
all the
just
models.
use the replicate APIs though. Like those models are just as, if not
Yeah.
better,
Yeah,
than you know what I mean, like Sora or I think even sometimes Midjourney too. Like I know that's their main, but and a lot of the times I think I built a custom or I trained a custom model on my face
Hmm.
and just you opened it up as an API for myself. Obviously, it was like a private API
Yeah.
that I could hit, but I think it was only like
just
less than
me.
a
It's just
penny
for me
to
about me.
generate.
That's
You should
it.
Yeah.
have made it
Right.
public. Chris's face API.
I
Just
thought
my
about it,
face
but I
all the
just,
time.
Lots of
but it was
blackmail would
making
come out
like
of
some
that
really,
API endpoint.
Yeah. No, but
I,
it is. You're right though. It is. If you're using APIs, it's insanely cheap. It's like
I
ridiculous
mean, it's
how.
Yeah.
less than pennies,
Yeah,
you know,
Yeah.
that you
for
can do. And it's
anything you're
like
doing.
even that renew pick one. I mean,
Yeah.
that one was really good pre-trained, but it was only 4 cents an
Well,
image,
what's
you
crazy
know,
too is now
so
most of the APIs too, most of them now offer too so many tokens for free if you're using the API too. So it's like you get a bunch of free stuff to begin with anyway. So it is
Yeah.
very, very cheap. Yeah.
The only like factor I guess that keeps me paying for OpenAI is that it does have that memory of everything I've ever said to it. And so it is helpful when I want new prompts
you
with
want
like,
that memory though.
well, I mean they have it no matter what, like they're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
keep
It's not going away.
keep that even when I cancel my account, but sometimes I do want it to know like all of this previous context of like the companies I'm building or the code bases I've worked with or just like
That's where I find it useful too, is
yeah,
like when I'm working on stuff, I do like that memory because it does help. Sometimes it keeps you from having to repeat stuff
yeah.
or like
But
it
is that
knows
worth
the way you
$20 a
want it to
month?
generate.
I don't know.
that's the question, right? Because
I
you
think
know,
that's
there's a
one thing
million
that
of
a
them.
lot of these companies are banking on is that you're going to get siloed into using one of them. Because
Yeah.
I use
Yeah.
ChatGPT a lot, and so it has a lot more,
Right.
I guess, personalized
Knowledge
responses.
of
And
you.
when I
Yeah.
try and use Claude or Gemini,
Yeah.
it just didn't.
Starting over.
I didn't get the
Yeah.
same experience, and so I gave up after a while.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Well, let
something
me ask
that's,
you guys this.
yeah.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that's something that's really interesting. I've been reading about is like the younger generation is basically like I read this thing about Sam Altman and how he was like, hey, we basically created AI to make humans more intelligent, but really now humans are like dumber because they're not actually
Yeah.
using their own judgment. They're just deferring to AI. Like they don't even care
Well,
to make decisions. They're just like, hey,
It's that
ChatGPT,
MIT
should I wipe
thing
my
too
yeah.
butt
that came out.
today or should I go out with a dirty butt? You know? And it's like,
Well, that's
it's
what
like
they're saying. That
literally how
critical
it's going.
thinking, dude, critical thinking and creativity are dropping because
Yeah.
you're relying on
Yeah.
this thing to think and do. And it's just like, you know, I
And
remember
because
when
it's
cell phone.
deterministic, a lot of people are going
Yeah.
out with dirty butts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Exactly. Well, let me
what's the
ask you
world
guys
gonna
this
turn
though,
into?
like how, but there's got to be some sort of inflection point of how many of these apps or subscriptions or things that people can actually have, right?
Yeah.
I'm curious if we're going to get to a point where you're going to almost have like a market, like not a marketplace, but it's like one service where you can get a
Mhm.
little bit of
Like an
everything,
everything app
right? And I
for
guess